It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to be with you again.
He'll do the knowledge to the master builder. The new millennium.
Everyone is in there. Here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a loss to Philadelphia. And they took that loss to just 1 point. Those close ones hurt the most.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions. And unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
And, you know, Greg, that's the case a lot of times when you have an uneven matchup like that. I mean, the longer it stays close, the more the underdog starts to believe it can win.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Kevin Seraphin. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Calderon in at the 1. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now, and it's denied. And pushing it up, here's New York. Calderon's got the ball. Here's Porzingis. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish. And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Cavaliers on D. Calderon kicks to Aflalo. Some nice passing by New York here. Calderon passes to Anthony. Back to Calderon. Lets it go with the 3. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Calderon.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now here's Irving. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Pass to Smith for 3. The shot misses. And New York the other way now. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And in that game, they did damage in a variety of ways. They were more or less unstoppable offensively.
Showed off all of their weapons and resources at that end of the floor. Really just put on a marvelous show.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Calderon against Irving. Lock at 6. Calderon, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. LeBron kicks to Mozgov. Anthony against Love. On the wing, Irving. From deep. It's rebounded by New York.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Now here's Calderon. And the Knicks miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Kicks to Love. Smith against Anthony. In the corner, Irving with it. Picked by Mozgov. The drive by LeBron. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. New York called for the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And on the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Afflalo. And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working together. The biggest thing is the defensive end. As long as we keep that up, we're going to score enough points to, possibly win basketball games. So.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talked about when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Williams is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Calderon's checked in. Jones, no one around him. Releases from the wing and drills
it. And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
And the Cavaliers with possession here, following the score by New York. And Jones has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Varejao missing again. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. O'Quinn, that's good. And so Galloway with the assist. O'Quinn's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
So, timeout call here, the first for Cleveland. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
Greg, I couldn't agree with you more. They allowed some opposing reserves to get it going. You know the stars are going to get their point. But when you allow those second unit guys to get it going, that's when you're in trouble.
Here's Galloway following the basket by Kevin Love. There's a screen. Calderon has the open look. No good on the triple.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Following the miss by J.R. Smith. Out left to the wing. Calderon, a good look. And again, it's New York.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for New York. Swallow comes in for Jose Calderon.
Knicks substitution. Kevin Serafin. Aaron Aflalo.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. It's LeBron with the drive, and he banks in the layup. James has got 6.
And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come, whether like that possession or just getting to the line.
There's Galloway. Good D by Irving.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They will. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Now here's Anthony taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. LeBron kicks to Smith. Pass to Galloway. Back to Anthony. From outside the arc. And James pulls it down. Irving for 3. No good on that last second attempt there.
No Carmelo after.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
On the court for the Knicks. They've got a follow. Kevin Serafin is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Calderon, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
And finished off by LeBron.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
Here's a follow following the score by Cleveland.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003 all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
Now here's Lopez following the missed shot by Timofey Mozgov. Shoots from 14. Aflalo with another miss.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Now here's James. He's got 8. Love outside. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
And guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
The Knicks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
That free throw good from Porzingis for the Cavaliers. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. And Mo Williams subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And then for New York, Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. Now here's Williams. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Williams has got his first 2 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Galloway. Off target from 3-point range. To the inside. Jefferson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Clark, 3rd quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And so here is New York. They trail by 1. 3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Williams attacking. Out to Shumpert. All alone. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. To the middle, here's Porzingis. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Now here's Williams. It's a pick by Love. Shumpert dishes to Jefferson. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. Here's Calderon. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Anthony kicks to Serafin. Shoots from 12. And it's off the back rim. No good. Cleveland leading by 3. Irving with it. And it's Love, top of the key. And yes, sir, that one drops. Love's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Cavs.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Calderon passes to Carmelo. They set the pick. And stolen by LeBron. Smith dishes to LeBron. And there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo. That is his first foul of the game.
And excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Free throw off from Mozgov. Knicks trail by 7. Anthony kicks to Calderon. Smith against Anthony. Good.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
James against Anthony. 5 on the clock. The drive by LeBron. And it's blocked. A follow right side. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Love. And he makes the first.
Oh my God, I just got that.
2 shots.
And so Aaron Aflalo nails both of them.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
James with it. Now Anthony defending. Love with the screen on Anthony. The drive by James. Kicks it out to Love. And another miss by Cleveland.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Anthony, the pass to Williams. New York, no good that time either.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Porzingis, he's checked in for New York. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Good on the shot.
And the defense we've seen today reminds me of that great defensive era back in the 80s. Wouldn't you say so, Clark?
Well, hold up now, Greg. Let's wait a minute. I know you played in the 90s and you were part of the Knicks teams that were known for defense and mugging guys. But there was defense played in the 80s, but it was a more free-flowing offensive game. And that's the way I choose to look at what we're seeing now. This is the beautiful game on display between the lines.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. There's a good screen. The drive by James comes up empty down low. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Outside Anthony. He dishes it to Calderon. Back to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Nails the triple.
Just a fantastic effort they're getting from Anthony right now.
Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
It's LeBron with the drive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
What a game for LeBron. He has 12 points, and he's put 1 three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Good on both.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Left side, Irving. Oh, missed it. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They trail by 5. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep, knocks down the trifecta.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
Here's Anthony. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're trailing by 4. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
I mean, it's iffy, but there's a...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan play, Carmelo Anthony.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and a very special holiday wish from all of us here at 2K Sports.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson and Shaq and Kenny.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, it's
Santa Claus.
What a festive day it is. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Golden State Warriors at their home, Oracle Arena. And for Golden State, a finals rematch. They'd better be ready. As the defending NBA champs, everybody's gunning for them, but especially the runner-up. From all of us here at 2K, Merry Christmas. Oh.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Home court. Advantage goes to the Warriors playing here at the Oracle Arena, winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
And well, for the Warriors, they're in good shape in the standings with the postseason on the horizon. Maybe a notch below where we thought they'd be.
And Greg, I think they may be saving their best for last. This is a team that's built for the playoffs, and they'll be in top form when they need to.
Now, here is Irving, and it's Mozgov in the corner, just 5 to shoot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. So it's the Warriors now. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job closing the door and keeping it out of reach at the end.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
In the corner, Smith with it. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Mozgov, a screen on Curry. Irving attacking, kicks it out to Love. Gets an open look and hits. And here is Curry. You saw him with 10 points last game. To the inside. Mozgov with the steal. LeBron kicks to Irving. The shot no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Now, here is Irving. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Love. Here's Mozgov. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons. Kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward. Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here is Irving. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. James kicks to Irving. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors trail by 5. Curry, wide open, sinks the three-pointer.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
James with it. 14 points from him the last game against New York. Kicks it out to Love. Hits the target from 18 feet. Love's got 7 points in the game. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Curry is inside. He's covered by Irving. No good from Bogut. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Smith kicks to Mozgov. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
On the wing, Irving. And the baseline jumper. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor. was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry, and tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they piled up all the points.
On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Mo Williams out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Thompson in at the 5 down low.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here is Williams, following the score by Golden State. Shumpert in the corner. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to New York.
And really, they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game. I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
With some arc, and it's blocked. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. But they'll get another chance. They kick it out to Green. Barbosa for 3, and he gets the bucket. Barbosa's got his second bucket of the night.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one. And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen. And he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Smith comes in for Shumpert, and Irving subbed in for Williams. Love with the screen on Thompson. In the corner, Smith with it. And another miss by Cleveland. Thompson signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get it.
Now, here is Smith following the miss by Draymond Green. Irving against Thompson. James has a 2-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Dishes it to Azili. Down low. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Iguodala's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. The drive by LeBron. The wide open look for Love. Works a big high bounce and goes in. Love's got 9.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Iguodala outside. Corner shot. And the Warriors take on 2 more. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Irving kicks to Smith. It's a pick by Love. It's deflected. It's stolen by Green. From deep 3-point range, and they'll keep possession. And so it's a...
Guys, I'm here with...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple rough stretches. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the 5. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
Oh! Some hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Smith drives in, fires from deep. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut back down to 3 on the basket from Love. Love's got 12.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Thompson outside. Pass to Barnes. His first shot coming late. Offensive rebound. Bogut dishes to Curry. Tries yet again. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Cavaliers trail by 3. James outside. Inside. Kicks it out to Love. For the tie. And he gets it to go. Love's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in. On the wing, Jones. The screen from Thompson. Williams passes to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. The first free throw is good. Some changes for Golden State. Fazili comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Draymond Green. The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986. Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13+ points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time. Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
Curry kicks to Barbosa. Nobody near Barnes. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home. for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Just 5 on the clock. And it's Shumpert penetrating. And he converts the layup.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Curry. That's good. Curry's got his second bucket tonight.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Now Shumpert with 1 on the clock, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Shumpert's got his 3rd bucket of the night. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Warriors ahead, up 1. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving at the point guard. And Love has it in the corner. Thompson against James. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. And the basket by Curry.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
LeBron dishes to Love. Mozgov wide open. He fires. And that one comes up a bit short. Warriors leading by 3. Curry passes to Green. Off target with his 3. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Smith, no good. And for the Warriors, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Curry against Irving. And he gets the bucket. And it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. It's a pick by Love. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing right side. From about 19 feet. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Barnes. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Money there shaves a few points off the lead, and the later we get into this game, the more you're going to see him attacking the basket. And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, we're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Mozgov sets a screen for LeBron. And Love has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're up by 4. 1:14 left in the 4th quarter. Thompson is checked in for Kevin Love. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Smith against Thompson. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Warriors call time.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're ahead by 4. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And stolen by James. Here's Smith.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
Screen by Bogut. It's Thompson off the drive. Second shot opportunity. Good.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And here are the Cavaliers. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way. As much as you just saw him do there, glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Check out the game from Moscow. He's got 10 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 2. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers making a switch here. Love's checked in. Here's LeBron. 29 seconds left in the fourth. In the corner, Smith with it. Nails the triple.
They do have a foul to give here.
You might see them use it at some point.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 1. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
Curry. Mozgov grabs the board, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal.
哦，这个是名人堂的啊。
And an intentional foul there stops the
这
clock.
犯规。
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And there's the feed to Bogut. Thompson from long range.
干！要结束之前还作弊。
And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top. this win such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
我如果说你真正用勇士去打名人堂的骑士，就没这么好好打了。因为名人堂的外线其实，就算不被防住的状况之下，命中率也是很低啊。勇士就是专靠外线去打。
Kevin Love, who notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row. He rose to the occasion for them tonight, big time. They
对不对？应该都是射外线的。
He took his game up a few notches. Love it, Ernie.
对，在外线投中很多球啊。
Who's able to do the things that Kevin Love does.
几乎都是在外线。
Close to the bucket, he can spot up from long range, pass, drive the lane, rebound, you name it. I'm glad he didn't hold back tonight. He let it all hang out.
And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon, and good night, everybody.
哦，球队雨这样看，快要到6成了。说真的，这6成多的命中率，有多少球是直接被防住的？他还是进了。John Green 11分 ，Andrew Bogut 10分 ，Stephen Curry 9分，Thompson 有5分。那几乎在3分球每投必中，还有一个大家2投都没中。下一场是拓荒者。
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson
拓
here
荒者
with
本
my
季
esteemed colleagues.
出清了他们的一个先发球员，几乎都出清掉，除
And
了
in our matchup tonight, we'll
控
see
球后
the
卫
Portland
的
Trailblazers going up against the Cleveland
Lillard
Cavaliers.
之外，其实其他4位球员都已经
Six
到
wins
别
in
的
their
球队
last
去。
10 games.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA. Action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Trailblazers will look to their home court advantage just one game here in Portland. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And I think it's an important game. They only faced this club twice this season, and you mentioned that loss in the first one. You hate to get swept in a season.
Oh, sure.
I agree with you. It's about pride and competition. You want to hold your own
这个拖
against
车
every
进
team
来
you face. That's how you get respect in this league. You got to win games. You got to beat teams. You don't want them thinking they've got your number. Handle your business, and the respect will come.
Look at Cleveland starting. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov.
好球！
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard
快点，
set.
包夹状况之
It's
下
LeBron
掉
at the
球。
small forward position. Beyond the arc.
LeBron James，
Has
好好球，
Smith with the assist
没
that
理他
time. James has got himself on the board with 3 there. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of
哎呀，
they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
被骗到了。
And you know, for the Cavs, they ended up in the top 5 and made threes per game, but they actually led the NBA and made threes per game after the trade.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And last season, the Cavs would shatter all sorts of franchise records in the 3 department. I mean, makes sense to have that many shooters on your roster when LeBron opens up so much in terms of floor space.
Now here's Mozgov. He had 10 points in the win against the Warriors in Oakland. Kicks it out to James.
LeBron James，
They get it back.
哎，可惜。
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 2,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
Aminu dishes to Lillard.
哎，
Davis kicks to Lillard. Takes the 13-footer after 2 misses to start the game.
球
He's on the board.
有时候要掉不掉的，自己还要捡回来。
Off of him because he can make
好
plays
扯。
from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
The drive by James kicks it out to Love.
有了，好
Gets
球
a！ very good look and converts. Love's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Lillard against
我都
Irving.
说打内线。
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Lillard again missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands, always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping, and he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
It's a pick by Love. Down to
哎
on the shot clock. Here's Mozgov.
没有就算了，自己偷啊干，你老师哎！
Trailblazers trail by 3.
他有时候判定的那个命中率是蛮奇怪的。
There's 57 seconds left in the first. This one for 3. Aminu misses. And for Lillard, he keeps the ball moving, as Greg was talking about. Clarkie keeps his teammates involved.
Very
对了
proficient in the pick and
好球
roll, understands the
再一个3分。
nuances of looking at weak side defenders and getting to the free throw lane for the roll man. He knows all the tricks to make that pick and roll really successful.
Here is Lillard, following the 3-pointer by Kevin Love.
CJ McCollum，
Aminu, the pass to McCollum. The tray. Good for the
干这好小。
1 for 1 with that shot.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
LeBron outside. Love wide
Good
open.
luck.
Fires.
啊干！
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers
这
lead
个
by
用打板的
3.
不知道比较
And
较
we'll
准
be
一
back with
些
you。for the start of the second quarter when we return. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Not
They're
much
gonna
room
let
to
them
operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, we've got Henderson. Myers Leonard is out there with Davis. Then it's Allen Cramp, and it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. It's a pick by Love. The drive by James.
你让 Shumper 靠北 ，A 减他妈还不进，干你老师！
Great D that time from
好
Law.
球啊！
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Hey guys, Myers Leonard really showing signs
Yeah,
of
that's
progress
fun.
in last season. Huge steps forward for the big man.
And you know, progress is all about confidence with young players. I mean, his shooting percentages were remarkable when you look at the fact that 50, 40, 90, 50%, 40%, 90% for a 7-footer, unheard of, and he's in that neighborhood.
You know, I think Myers
God.
really finding his niche.
哎呀，球还没抄到，
I think
干
with his size and athleticism, the Blazers had envisioned him making his mark in the paint.
干你老师哎！你看他现在这种球，他可以进啊，一个身体接触，他也是可以投进去，干
They're not gonna complain nor try to limit his
他妈
impact
无
on
耻
the
到
game.
极点。
Cavaliers trailing. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. The screen from Thompson. The drive by LeBron.
哦，球
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And the highlight
好球啊，能过球留下。
brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia.
哦，球老包。
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be.
Yeah, Chief, you
Don't
do
like
that.
that coming off a great defensive play. Has to build some momentum.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the score by Cleveland.
That's
干嘛
terrific
硬要
defense right
硬
there
要
to
切就
prevent
对了
from converting in close.
Left side, Love.
啊！
Steal. Here's Henderson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring zone for the Cavaliers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Aminu comes in for Allen Crabbe, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love.
啊，
Jones
掉得太
comes in
久
for
了，
James.
掉得太
There's
长。
Jefferson. He's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Villanova in for Williams.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Leonard. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
And for the past few seasons,
电脑太贱了
Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves
哦，球 Kevin 热
stole the game for
哦
them
，Kevin 热准了，
than one occasion, but still
传球
what
投
would
二
be
中二。
considered a strength.
Trailblazers trail by 3. We've got 1:13 left now here in the second.
Hey,
LeBron
bunking.
grabs the miss. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. There's the feed to Love. Back to LeBron. And it is
哦，球老包，
with a nice jam.
干是灌篮比较保险，
Threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
不然每次射中率都被电脑
To
表
do，it.
操
Continue
妈的
to
逼！
attack that rim.
Here's the Trailblazers with the ball.
像只有灌篮不能表，因为
Here's
表多了他
Aminu, and
表
he's
多了太
got
明
the
显了。
three ball. Aminu's got himself going with the triple, his first basket
他
of
像
the
灌
game.
篮他都没法表
Cleveland's on 3-6 tonight.
中距离他可以表你，
From downtown.
用程式来表你。
Picked by Mozgov. It's LeBron
就
with
是
the
有个
drive.
无耻。
Mozgov kicks to Smith.
JR，你看他就可以用这个来表你。
Off the mark. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Warriors in Oakland.
I mean, no stress in that one. Again, almost
他灌篮他就没办法表你。
amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you
干
see a
老
team
师
get that hot away from home.
Cullen pass it to Plumlee. Harkless dishes to Plumlee. Henderson, no one around him.
还可以用那个弹的，
Goes in.
这也是他的绝招之一。
Tied up here for the Trailblazers. 6 seconds left to play in the first half. It's LeBron with the drive. It's blocked. Retain possession. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor.
还有一种是你在上篮或者是在做灌篮动作的时候，他会事先把你的球给拨下来，
Second quarter was a strong effort.
这也是要作弊的方
All
法
right,
之一
that。is going to wrap up our halftime report.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what
干
the
你老
defense
师
is
嘞
giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Checking out the group for David
看你看现在这个样子要怎么玩？
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Moskov in at the 5 spot. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Love. And for LeBron James, a remarkable step. Break, he had increased his field goal percentage for 7 consecutive seasons going into 2014.
Yeah, a steep decline last season, though, back below 50%. Was it just the challenge of new teammates and a new system, or the mileage he's accumulated? This season may start to answer that question.
Now here's LeBron. 9 points in the game so far. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Well, defense is a big part of these players' games. He's the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. Take a look at Aminu, 5th in the league and patrolling the paint.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, you'd think the energy they expend defensively would take away from their offense, but that's not the case. For most of them, a block leads to an easy basket or fuels their offense.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And you know, with LeBron, he's played over 40,000 career minutes. He played more than Larry Bird did his entire career, more than NBA Iron Man Andre Miller as well. And those miles take their toll.
Jefferson's checked in for the Cavaliers. Amon Shumpert has come in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now here's Lillard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. To the paint, Davis. And lots of contact.
妈的放屁呀！干。
And for LeBron, last season, the longest injury absence of his career. I think he's smart to protect his body, though. If he can keep healthy, he can play for a long time at a very high level.
And both free throws good for Davis.
One thing about Ed Davis, guys, he has the physical tools to succeed. The agility of a gazelle and the wingspan of a condor or pterodactyl.
Now here's Williams. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the middle, outside for Jefferson.
Jefferson.
And the shot no good.
Aye.
Portland leading by 3. You know, Greg, getting back to Ed Davis, his ability is physical attributes, strong intangibles. Roy Williams always used to talk about him like this. High basketball IQ.
Yeah, second-generation NBA player. His father, Terry, played a long time. He's humble, he's hungry, and motivated. So a lot of key characteristics, I think, in the success of most players he displays here early in his career.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. First time they met in Cleveland.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they
因为要我每球都灌篮，那是不可能的。
in free throw percentage.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws.
LeBron, he's checked in for Jefferson. And Thompson kicks to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. And Davis pulls it down. Portland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Grab the pass to McCollum. And he lays it straight in. Now it's It's a 7-point Portland lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Williams, here we go. He used that close.
The screenplay worked ideally.
有没有追位的动作？
Talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
我要把分数追进啊，不然难追了。
Very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special
干
guy
你老师
in terms
嘞
of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22.
前面后面都有人呢，
Here is Williams.
跳起来反没用。
Ed Davis's score. Thompson a screen on Lillard and Williams. Here we go. And a wide open look for James.
Wow.
Misses off the left iron.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
干他妈的，什么球都不会进就对了。
That stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Leonard, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 7.
They'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Right on. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter in this situation.
The Cavaliers have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Henderson kicks to Lillard. With the floater, Plumlee dishes to Lillard. And it's good. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Plumlee. Then it's Henderson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Mozgov. And he gets it to go. Mozgov's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Cavs. Portland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that's mightily down the stretch with injuries.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in this huddle. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Mozgov hits them both.
And, you know, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies in the first round. Ended up losing in 5 after taking 1 game, and that was game 4. Just had a hard time breaking down the Memphis defense.
Now here's Lillard. Left side Davis. It's Henderson on the wing. It's stolen by Smith. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. That one's in. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Irving.
We could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the
靠着防守反击比较有效。
and tightness become a factor.
And it's becoming a battle of will right now. This is as good a game as
干就秒减，他操他妈的
Now here's Davis. And Aminu kicks to Lillard. And he lays it straight in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Another loss for the Blazers when they were the 4 seed, as you mentioned. As a franchise, they have lost in the first round every time they have ended up as a 4 seed. Not exactly a good position for them to be in.
No
luck. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Irving. And Lillard kicks to Davis. Mozgov with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Davis sets a screen. Aminu loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
Now here's LeBron. We've got 148 left in the game.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to throw this game out.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Lillard with it. To the left wing. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Good. Quick play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Irving. He kicks to Mozgov. LeBron outside. Back to Mozgov. It's stolen by Davis. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Irving. Mozgov against Plumlee. Plumlee sets the pick for McCollum. 4 on the clock. And stolen by LeBron. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Smith with the ball.
Irving's got them falling right now, that's for sure.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. McCollum kicks to Lillard. 43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. From 15 feet away. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Irving passes to James.
LeBron 来几点？哎呦，好球！
Boy, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 1. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Three seconds separate the shot clock. Plumlee with the screen. Lillard attacking. Yes!
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 1. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's what's your take?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. I mean, they're in good shape here, in my opinion. Shot clock's off, but still enough time left on the game clock to really run your normal set here.
The drive by James. It's the and they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, the odds are stacked against them here. You don't have enough time to catch and shoot. So you really have to try to get an alley-oop converted or hope you draw the foul.
And so the big win by Portland.
Well, Gerald,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at he put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, and that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith,
电脑都守不住，然后有些外线空档，电脑不给进。看电脑的命中率，三分球命中率超高的，都超过50%。连 Henderson 在投3分。只要有80几，电脑就很容易进。宕机。
You gotta trust in this guy.
Check out our new episode of NBA.
好，今天早上都到这边了啊，好，各位谢谢啦，拜拜。